All right, grasshoppers, we are back. Well, three of us are. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but Vancouver. Getting a little bored, Mel. Nothing going on. So you've got a dress up day, Thursday's dress up day?
Well, I took a lot of heat last week, so it was rough. A couple of people.
You all right?
No, it was rough. Nobody liked what I said last week, so I said, screw them, I'm going to dress the way I want.
What didn't they like?
There's a new videoer, Alan Arsehole, I think his name was, called me a clown. I said, Alan, the only clowns out there are the guys in the black and orange in Philly, so don't be calling me a clown. Other than that, it's okay. Everything's good. How are you guys?
Feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
It's good, Larry. You're inspiration for all of us. Make us feel better.
Well, and somebody wanted to see the AC/DC T-shirt, so yeah.
And just so you know, too, our intelligent, incredible human being, Doug DeVito, messaged me. He will not be able to make the show today. He has to work. So,
oh shit. Well, so he wanted me to put another bracelet on, so I put another bracelet on for him. Now I got two.
Good. Nice. Good. That's good. Gresh, how you doing?
About the same as I was this morning when I saw you at 6 o'clock, Tom.
Man, a little late.
Were you just getting home, Gresh? Again?
I had to do some stuff, and
Tommy was like 3 or 4 hours into his day, right?
well, Tommy was already like past lunch, and then he's standing on top of the hill. I look up there. I thought it was a part of a golf course. I saw these out of bounds stakes sticking out of his pants.
Oh, that's what you meant. I didn't get that joke. That's good.
I go like, somebody playing golf up top the hill? There's Tommy. He had a couple out of bounds stakes sticking out of his pants. They were like, you couldn't get him any whiter than that. You must walk on the beach in the dark.
Okay, you sex goddess.
Hey, listen to me. I know where I stand. I don't
David, I was on my march today at Todd's Point, and I ran into an old co-worker of yours from Wheaton. His father was a pro golfer.
Ray Floyd.
Yes, Ray Floyd.
Yeah, Ray Floyd. Yeah, Raymond. He was. I've never told him the story. I'll tell him now. So in 1986, the Open was at Wingfoot. And our golf course had sponsored a hole, like a lot of the local clubs sponsor holes for the big events and stuff, or, your Marshall holes. So this was Thursday. And so I was responsible for getting to the front of the tee box. Long story short, Nicholas was playing with Ray Floyd and Greg Norman. They were playing as threesomes. So I had to get all these guys to the tee box and then get to the front, right? Front of the tee box. So I think I was just out retired, just retired about a year, right? So anyway, everybody gets to the tee box. Caddies get there. Golfers get there. There's no Nicholas. So I'm like, oh, boy. So he had gone in to have a squirt, went into the men's room, basically. That's what he did. He went in, right? So I get back to the front of the tee box, and as I'm walking by, Ray Floyd goes, "You're holding things up, boy." I'm like, boy, Larry, you understand, right? Boy, like that kind of thing. So I deep breathed for about, 10 minutes, got myself calmed down. David Graham comes through like three threesomes later. For them, he shanks one into the right trap. You played Wingfoot, right, Gresh? The West Course? The by the clubhouse there?
Yeah.
Well, for them, he shanks it in the trap. He comes up to me. He said, "Hey, mate, you're standing in my line. You got to keep your arms down." Oh, okay. I turned around and went home. That was it. I felt then when Happy Gilmore came out when he was beating the snot out of Ted Barker, I said that would have been me in the U.S. Open.
That's right.
Yeah, that was it. I was done. That was my marshalling career was over.
You ever notice golfers though? It's only when they hit a bad shot. That's the only time people move.
Yeah.
Other than that, people never move, right?
Well, it's the same thing. The guy hits a bad shot, and then all of a sudden, my back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I felt it.
I was playing in the Bob Hope thing one time out in Palm Springs, and
Bobby Orr there? Bobby Orr there?
I don't know if Bobby Orr was there or not. Tom, I was drinking back then.
You would have known he was there, Ron.
Oh, I didn't remember for sure, but he wasn't there. Okay. But anyway, there's a foursome. There's 3 amateurs in this pro, right? The guy dubs one and runs along the ground. And the guy goes, "I just missed that." And I'm standing next to the pro. He goes, "You have to fucking tell us that. You just missed it." Like it rolled down the thing into the water.
I just missed it.
I just missed that one. Like, oh, that's a good one. Yeah. He goes, he looks at me. He goes, "You have to tell us that?" I go, "Yeah." I go,
Mel, real quick, what are you wearing? What do you get going on there? Any?
Well, just on, like, if those guys can go to hole 16 at the Waste Management with all those kids yelling and screaming and all drunk, you can hit a ball anytime. So it's just poor lame ass excuses.
yeah, quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, settle down, Mel. It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Mel,
I was looking for some advice from him about how he would handle it. I think probably, but you get aggravated, right?
Well, Dave, probably going home was one of the better ideas.
Yeah.
Send a couple guys to the hospital, but that was okay.
Yeah, no, that was so that was my experience as a marshal at the U.S. Open in 1986.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
Okay. Good. Mel, what are you wearing?
Well, what does it look like, Tom? A hat and a shirt.
What kind of cologne you have on? Let's not start this way. Let's get along. Okay.
So I sent you an email. You actually responded. I did the Monday manscaping. I cut my hair so bad that
whoa,
my son Carter and I shaved it with the Phillips Manscaper, the groomer, and
all right.
so I had to cover it up with a hat. But today is just Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. Did you know that Mont Blanc, they also make pens, very expensive. So when you're doing deals, like Dave would know, when he was doing big deals with Bear Stearns, you have to have a nice pen. So Mont Blanc perfume and Mont Blanc pen and a hat that I bought in Palm Springs years ago. So
We can tell. It's nice. That's beautiful.
Jake Melnick.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we have to touch on it. The Rangers fired their coach, Quinn. I guess no surprise with the regime change, but I think we talked about it before. I thought he was a pretty good coach, but that's
Right, Gresh? Go ahead.
I liked him. I liked his. He stood up to things, and the guys weren't doing what they supposed to do. He'd bench him a lot of times, or give him 30 minutes on the bench or whatever. It looked like it helped Mika this year. He benched Mika. I think it was in Jersey, and after that, he scores 20 goals in 20 games.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of when Chris Drury mentioned, or when asked about him, and Chris said during his first conference that everything was up for evaluation. You had to know that. Oh boy, because Chris, there's a pretty deep tie there, right? They're both BU guys, and Chris was pretty instrumental in hiring him, but just felt there was time to move on. And I really liked him. And I thought he was a good coach. He was a good guy to talk to, and all that stuff. Vigneault was distant. He was kind of a distant character for an ex-player. He was just, it wasn't like, I don't know what he was. He was kind of strange in a sense. You when you see him somewhere and he'd say hello and that was about it. You'd say, like those of us who played in the league, whether you played for a game or a million games, you all had some sort of fraternity and you kind of recognize it. And then Torts, of course, with Torts, the reality is it was a grind all the time. Grind it out. But he's a pretty good coach too. So it'll be interesting to see who.
I'm picking Gerard Gallant.
Who did Vigneault play for? I don't remember him. But
St. Louis. He wasn't out there long.
Yeah.
He was He was there in the early '80s. He was a defenseman.
I was hurt then.
Yeah, early '80s. He was actually on that. I think he was on that Blues team or in their system the year we beat St. Louis out in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes Mr. Suck Up here.
Let's take a step back. Focus. Tom just made fun of someone's hair.
I don't know if you really, yeah. I think the man took his hat off. Ira is what happened. Jeez, he's fallen in love like the Larry Melnick fan club. Jeez.
Well, Al Vignolt was the coach here in Vancouver, and Anson Carter played with the Sedins, and I think he scored 35 or whatever goals with them. And Vignolt put them together. The next year, didn't even put him back on the same line, and because Anson Carter wanted a pay increase of, I don't know, $2 million a year or something like that, and the kid was gone. Never played. I think he went, where'd he go? San Jose or something for half the salary. So don't tell me coaches are that smart.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you all right, Mel? Are you offended? You know what? I think you thought, like Dave, I don't know if you saw today, but I posted a picture somebody sent me of Mel's new working for Walmart. They got him out there barbecue with the.
I haven't seen it yet. I just got back running around this morning. I saw it. I haven't seen it. No. So it's
Tommy,
Is that
okay. He's a man of lots of talents.
does that upset you or something, Mel? Or what?
no, I like that. I don't know what you do. Like, I guess when you wake up at 2 a.m, you got lots of time to think about shit. But if Larry, the cable guy, can talk and work at Wally Mart, I can work at Wally Mart too.
Okay. Walmart. Did you manscape yesterday or
That was Monday, Tom. Head to toe. Head to toe.
Yeah. Good. How about any lubrication?
Clean as a. Oh, and I ordered Palmer's cocoa butter lubrication for the body off of Amazon to help Pamela out again.
It's Paula.
Oh. Hey, Ron hasn't asked me about the turtles. There was a huge turtle. Wang Chung was out. He counted 826 turtles in the New Jersey sewer system. Did you guys hear that one? Stockton.
No, Mel, I did not. No.
You didn't hear that. Well, what the hell you been doing? 800 and Wang Chung was out by himself. Count 826. What are they? Terrapin hatchlings recovered from the sewer drains in what is it? Gate and Ocean City. Ventnor as well. So they're all at Stockton University getting therapy.
Oh,
News.
What?
News.
I have no clue what you just said whatsoever. I can be honest.
So turtles are found now. They're in therapy.
That's right.
Yeah. Turtles are found now in therapy.
What part?
How do they lay down? They can't. Like in therapy, you got to lay down. I wonder how that works. Turtles.
826 turtles were found in the Jersey sewer system.
Okay.
They've recovered them. Now they're at Stockton University. How far is that from your house? Go investigate.
I don't know. I'll research that.
Okay.
But they're getting therapy? Turtle therapy?
Turtle therapy.
turtle
Turtle
Dirty.
turtle therapy.
That's 3 times fast.
Turtle therapy.
I didn't think Jersey had any.
Wow. And Mel, you've got to leave early, right? You're leaving 15 minutes early?
Yeah, it's a big day today. Got an
What are
appointment.
you doing? Barbecuing before your wife gets home? Is that what you're doing?
Personal day.
What is that, barbecuing before your wife gets home?
No. She's home.
Have you felt bad at all since you do all that stuff to your wife where you cook when she's not home and everything? Do you ever feel any remorse?
No. I told you that at least I'm thinking of her and I leave her some, and when she comes home, she just went to the dentist. She got a root canal or something, so she won't. I don't have to worry about her today. She won't eat.
Your day to cook, right?
Yeah.
It's my day to cook. My wife can't.
There's a load off your mind. You don't have to worry about her. You're worried about her so much. Yeah.
Yeah. There goes left.
No. Hey, I know Podwell's worried, but I'm going to take the convertible out, put the top down. It's nice and sunny. It's about 78 degrees today, so I'm going to go for a drive. Maybe stop at a pub, have a couple of pints. Here's a question for you, Tom. And I was thinking about this. How can a person, I'm not saying it's me, how can a person drink 8 to 12 beers, yet can't drink 8 to 12 glasses of water a day?
Well, you can certainly you can drink liquid. You can drink liquid. They can drink the water. Are you saying you can't drink 8 to 12 glasses of
I
water a
didn't
day?
say me, Tom. Did you hear what I said? I didn't say me. I'm just you're the scientific, whatever you call it.
Well, but you're
Explain.
telling me that you're assuming somebody can't do that.
It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste good.
The beer or the water?
That's what I've heard, Tom.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I believe that if somebody can drink 8 beers, they can drink 8 glasses of water. I don't know why you can't do that.
Yeah,
Or anybody.
probably after 8 beers, taste is not a factor, right?
Right.
I don't remember like 8 beers in a day.
That's just the morning. Is that just the morning? Or what?
And your day is what, 3 hours, 4 hours? Right.
I forgot to say before 7.
And you know what? And I reviewed the show too. Dave, I want to cover one thing. Did you mentioned that Larry put the food for his wife in a bowl? Is that like a dog bowl or something like that? Is that accurate, Larry?
Absolutely not.
Well, yeah, you asked if he put it in a bowl and left it outside for her.
I
think
did.
Yeah,
you
I
did.
reviewed the show, Dave. I mean, I gotta tell
No,
you.
listen, I'll take ownership to it. I can't say that, but really.
And it certainly wasn't a slap at his lovely wife, Rochelle, new Rochelle.
Yeah, no.
First,
It wouldn't have intended.
Right.
Although, does she have that little house out back in the backyard too with her name on it? Or?
you mean the shed? He shed.
She said.
Must be doing something right. He's the only one that's got the track record that's perfect.
I know. Well,
Right? Hey, maybe that was the answer.
right.
Well, I don't speak for you guys. Probably wouldn't have worked.
No.
Wouldn't have worked for me.
There's a lot of issues there.
There's perfect and there's perfectly happy. So like figure that one part out.
I was asked a question. I saw a question on Facebook. I'll ask you guys this: if you were to die tomorrow, what do you think people would remember about you? Mel, you're first.
Whew. Rough
You're a wonderful
exterior.
person. Your personality.
Hey, rough exterior, kind heart.
I'm sure your wife would agree with that. Miss sleep alone, Miss eat alone, Miss drive alone.
Yeah.
Dave, what about you, bud?
Oh boy, I don't know about that one.
Let's see all the broken hockey sticks over there.
Yeah, golf clubs, hockey sticks,
Sticks.
golf clubs, hockey sticks. Yeah, probably there are probably a million stories about losing my mind. That was like I always think like when my father passed away, there were more people showed up than he would ever have expected for his wake. Right? I mean, I had friends from high school and hadn't seen in 20 years. So you sit there thinking, I'm wondering, holy God, I wonder if anybody would show up when I die. Well, they'll remember, but well, yeah, I hope so. I hope times I threw that. Remember when Gresha threw that beer can through the wall in the back? Remember when the guy at the back of had the chicken after we had a great setup at the garden.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so much fun.
He
We'd
was
hang out in the back room there and eat chicken and drink beer and all kinds of stuff. And then that was the time we lost. I think it was the night New Year's Eve we lost to Atlanta. We were up like 5-1 or something with 4 minutes to go. We lost 6-5. I came back and hurled a beer that stuck right into the wall in the back. So
So that's how people remember you.
I'm sure.
How about you, Gresh? How people remember you?
Well,
Listen to me.
I don't know if I can say this on the air.
Probably not.
There's no dirty words in it, but I told my kids just to put me in something cold, like keep me around for a while, because that way all my pension checks will keep coming. You guys can take the money and spend it. Who cares? Don't tell anybody I'm dead. Just tell them I'm out of town.
No, you're sleeping.
He's napping. Every time somebody calls, he's napping now. Those pension checks,
So he's been napping for 11 years.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Come on, that's weekend at Bernie's.
that would be weekend at Ronnie's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get all this pension money so like the kids could have it all. But a lot of it gets cut off if you die, right?
Yeah.
So I told him to figure it out. Just put me in the back and put me in a hole next to Laidlaw's house over there. He's got stinky feet. He won't smell me.
I can't smell anything. I can't smell it all.
How did you answer, Tom? What was your
Well, if somebody wrote it, so my standard thing now that I have going on Facebook, when anybody asks a question, I incorporate either Larry's name or Ron's name into the answer. So I think they said, "How would you remember?" I think I remember it's Larry Melnick's friend. That's what so the guy wrote in, "How would people remember me being this guy?" So I wrote in being Larry Melnick's friend. So
That's an accomplishment, though. I met him through.
Isn't it?
Well, Gresh plays with Gresh.
because unless you give Larry something like you give him Stanley Cups or something like that, he won't be friends with you. So
Oh, I know. Yeah. No, I think the thing about your dad's pretty amazing, though, Dave.
Yeah, really. I swear to God, we were there. Like the wake and stuff was. Yeah. Anyway,
My father passed away in California in December 16th, 99.
Mhm.
So I had to. You can't cross the border that quick, with a body, right? So I had to do some string pulling and stuff like that. And we got it up to Canada, and we buried him on the 23rd, day after my birthday. And then the day, 2 days before, it was like 30 below. The day we buried him, we were outside like in a suit jacket. Sun was shining, beautiful day. Next day it was cold as shit again. And there were so many people there that like I was probably gone at that time, probably 40 years, right?
right.
And people I hadn't seen in so long that showed up, like people I knew from school, people my dad's friends, and whatever. But it's crazy what you think, how people remember it. I don't know how they.
Right.
Listen to me. I just wish that I could have a dollar back for every time I had a drink with somebody in New York City. People remember me. Will remember me.
So you'd be richer than you already are? Is that what
Yeah.
No, it's like, like I always like going out and stuff like that. Like, even when after I retired and stuff, and you got to remember, no fans, no game, right? That's the way it works. So either way, you can't have if the fans don't come, there's no game. I mean, you can look at when Cleveland had a hockey team. Remember, we used to play. What was it, Cleveland Barons or something?
Yeah.
That rent the
Glass boards.
Yeah, you could have bought a rounder and it wouldn't have cost you $30 back then for the whole everybody in the building, But it's just they'll all remember. All the people that watch us play will remember us somehow, but our families will remember us differently. That's all.
Right.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
Well, it is. Well, I mean, like you, Tom. More people are going to remember you now for your hockey stuff and for Survivor, and the way you live now. And the way you lived when I knew you back when you were a rookie, because that's two books.
No, did you know I was on Survivor?
And it's amazing. No, it's amazing how you changed your life into such a positive way for everybody that follows you. I think it's a great thing.
Thank you.
I tell you that once in a while. I don't want to tell you very often because then you have to get a bigger screen for your head. Oh, my daughter's home. My baby daughter, come here. Come on.
Oh, wait, I'm sweating.
I don't care. Get over here. She
Come on,
walks.
get in there. Get in there.
She walks all the way every day from the Greenwich High School to my house.
Nice.
Wow.
From Greenwich High School?
Yeah.
Oh.
She walks every day.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm Georgia.
And she
Hi, Georgia.
used to have dark hair.
Right.
Now
So
she's
did I used to have dark hair too.
So did I.
not very fun.
Yeah, there you go.
So now, in all seriousness, you got some medical procedure you're getting done. Like you got cracked fingers again. Is that why we're leaving early?
Pretty much. So Ron, if Tom is so
Hey, hold on. You're making a habit of just avoiding the questions altogether. What's
Go ahead. Mel.
Alan Arsol also said I was a blurter. I don't know what the hell the blurter means, but I'm just so Ron, if Tom is so positive about everything in life, why? And Susan and Kathy and Deb and all the girls that are watching this show, why is Tom so negative and just craps on me all the time? Did he do that?
what are you talking?
No, I don't think he. I think what he's trying to do, Mel, is he's trying to like your fingers are cracked. He wants you to crack your face with a smile.
I'm trying to help you, Mel. I feel like you've talked openly about all the things you've gone through in your life, right? And you survived, like the girl with the Zamboni, not being in the book, coaches not liking you, your wife not wanting to sleep in the same room as you, all these things, and you still survived. Like, it's an inspirational thing to me, and I'm just trying to help. I think it looks at other people around the world, and they see all the negative things that are happening, and they see, look at how bright and cheery you are. So I'm trying to bring that out. And
So I think Ron Jameson or one of the guys said, who would do better on Survivor, Larry or Tom? And I 100% would know I would outlast you because I'd be more cunning. You have to be cunning. And you weren't, obviously, because did you last one show or two?
that'd be 5, Larry.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was there.
all right. What was the question?
I'm sure you'd really hold it together well when these young kids start acting silly out there, and then you just nice and calm and relaxed. And
You just find more bodies around, right, Mel?
Well, just go for a swim and cool off.
David, why don't we all get on and make our own variety show, or some kind of show? I guess we do have a show, right? Every Thursday. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Susan Brooks, who is a good friend of mine, practicing his empathy training. Huh. Do you know what empathy means, Mel?
No.
Dave, you know what it means. Give us the explanation of empathy.
Empathy means you feel compassion for someone. You understand that there's people have things they deal with. You kind of.
Right. Do you think you have to express it? Like, you have to express it to?
Well, I mean, a guy like Larry, you don't have to pick on him all the time. You could be like once in a while a little empathetic. Just understand the pain of having some woman tell you, take your phone to be a Zamboni driver.
Hey, Tom, let me show you empathy. So from what I said last week, people didn't agree with what I said, but I'm not going to bring it up again. So here's empathy for you. So I'm in Rochester playing against Val James and Louis Crawford, Randy Cunneyworth. They had a tough team in Rochester. So remember the boards, now there's no, they used to have the silver partition to keep the glass together.
Yeah.
Remember that? And now it's seamless. So I think Louis Crawford slammed my head into the silver turnbuckle, sliced me for about 10. As I'm skating by the bench, the team said, "Hey, dipshit, you're bleeding. Wait till you come back out. We'll do it to your other eye." That's empathy.
Good. See,
right?
I'm not sure that's empathy, but they recognize that you were
the pain. They recognize the pain.
yeah, they
were
recognize
caring,
the pain.
right?
Recognize they must have thought you liked it because they were going to do it to you again. That's the thing.
From behind, of course.
Yeah.
Gresh, do you think you're empathetic, Gresh?
No, I think that I'm going back to Mel's talking about the American Hockey League goon team.
Gresh, do you think you're? Hold on.
Guys, I'm talking to the audience now. Okay. So anyway, we played in Syracuse, right? They have a lot.
Yeah.
They had like all these nut jobs there, and it was like
Slap shot.
called the oh my god, we spanked them so bad when we got out of there. It was insane. But it was nothing like you had there, Mel. We didn't have to do any. We just had to like score some goals, and then they felt sorry for themselves. When we were done, we had a pretty good team. Now, did you come back out and get the other eye cut or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, Gresh, are you empathetic?
What?
Are you empathetic?
No.
Way to elaborate there.
No.
Answer the question.
Yeah. Yes or no? And you said no. So
Gresh, what's going on with the Nook? Anything exciting going on there?
Yeah, I got some paperwork on there.
What happened to the cereal?
Oh, it's up on the shelf now. I got it all put in the shelf and all figured out now. And I bought the cereal, and now the kids eat up everything else. Cereal.
And how about the juicer? How's that going?
Oh, the juice is on its way. It's on its way. I think it must have fell off the truck somewhere because it was supposed to be here yesterday. Because I wanted to show it to you guys today, and it's not here. So
Off the truck.
I'm going to order a new one.
Ron, how did you come up with the name Georgia?
we were driving through. We were in 2005. A friend of mine's son passed away, and he was 13, 14 years old, and we were driving. My daughter wasn't quite born yet, and this was in January. She was born in May, so we drove up to New York from Florida, and we were driving through Georgia with my wife then, and we said that if it's a girl, we're gonna name her Georgia, and that's how they ended up with that one. My other son Ashton, well, his name his first name is John, but we call him Ashton because I used to like the Ashton cigars.
Good cigar.
Yeah, and then my second son, I just speak very highly of him because if not, he'll kick my ass because he's a very big lad. Tom can vouch for that.
Oh, he's a big boy. Yes.
My kid's a monster. Like he's like,
Is he the rugby player, Gresh?
yeah. He hasn't been training much lately, so but yeah, they start in the fall. I guess they're going to start in Iona, hopefully. But, whatever.
What are your kids' names, Dave?
Well, original one, Dave.
Yeah.
That was David, Dan, Brooke, and then the youngest guy was my stepson. It's Decker.
How'd you name your kids? Obviously Dave that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah. Dan was my ex's grandfather's name. Brooke was just a name we both liked. And then Donald Edward is Decker's birth name. So he's known as Decker.
How about you, Mel? What are your kids' names?
Haley and Carter. So Carter was after I like the San Francisco 49ers. So there was a guy by the name of John Carter. I think he was a defensive lineman or whatever. So I like that name, Carter. And then we were going to name Haley. Her name is Haley Shea. We were going to name her Shea after Shea Stadium, but for some reason we switched at the last minute and called her Haley. So it's Haley Shea Ann, I think, Melnick. I don't know. I think.
Jeez. Oh, there's a disconnect here. You don't know your children's names?
We added a bunch of initials and periods and dots and after grandparents and parents and stuff. So it's like, yeah, anyway. Next.
Yeah. What about you, Tom?
Well, let me just, that Mel's good name.
Stanley and Cup.
And it's something else.
Like George Foreman. George, how many kids?
My older son is named Shane. So I like the old movie, Western movie named Shane. So he's
John
named
Wayne.
Shane.
And then my youngest one is Cody. I liked all the Western movies and everything. So Cody Hall.
Nice.
Yeah. So somebody sent me a picture here. I don't know what, I guess they're trying to think it's Mel. I don't know if this makes sense or not, but.
Was it Gumby?
Yeah, it looks like a Gumby doll. What's going on here? Dave, did you ever plant those flowers?
No, I haven't yet. We went shopping. We went to the garden center last Saturday, and she couldn't quite decide which one she wanted to plant. So I'll have to hook in that one. I have a power washer that I store over at my son's place. I'm going to power wash the outdoor furniture.
So Dave, I want to picture this. So you go with your wife to pick out flowers. She can't decide. Are you standing there very calm and relaxed and patient?
Yeah, it's the new me now, Tom. I'm there like this is beautiful. This is.
Does she ask your opinion at all?
Sure. She said, yeah, what do you think? Well, I like that one. Well, I don't like that one. All right. Well, I like this one. Nah, I don't think that one works. Okay. So, and before I would stop after the second time. I said, well, she's not paying attention to me. So why bother answering? But now I just answer and, she doesn't care anyway. So
Does she,
you learn.
does she ever get mad that you just say yes? Does she get mad that you just say yes to everything or?
No. No, I don't know. I'm afraid to ask her, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you don't go shopping with Rochelle, do you?
No. That's why she had a daughter.
What? You can't remember the daughter's name, but
No.
so
Oh,
what do you do together with the lovely Mrs. Melling?
Well, we go on trips together. We bike ride together. We walk together.
Oh.
We sit in the back, and she has a wine, and I have a Schlitz. I've started to drink Schlitz now, Tom. Just
Was it sale?
diversify.
Was there a sale on?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I do all the backyard. She says, I think we should have white flowers this year. I said, okay, I'll go buy some white flowers. So geraniums or pansies or whatever. And then most of the stuff I have are perennials, so you don't have to go plant them every year.
right.
I can see you plant flowers.
Do you want me to explain to you what a perennial versus an annual is, or
Yeah, go ahead. I'd like to hear that. Yes.
self-explanatory, Tom?
Okay. Man, I thought we were tight. Like it's like you're holding some grudge.
So I did something the other day that was, Kathy, I landscaped. It was not a good scene. But anyway, I did something. Is this empathy? So Saturday mornings, believe it or not, I'll go to McDonald's and I like the whole grain BLT egg bagel. So I'm sitting in the parking lot eating my bagel, listening to Limp Bizkit. And
Nice relaxing morning.
yeah. So a lady.
What the hell's a Limp Biscuit?
That's what he's eating for breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah. So a lady,
A lot of Limp Biscuits.
I think she's a flag girl or whatever, is walking into McDonald's. She pulls, I guess, her phone out of her pocket and $10 drops out. Now, how do I know it's $10? Is because our money is colored. It was purple. So the 50s, Tom, the only thing in your pocket are 50s and hundreds, right? But so the 10s are purple, the reds are 50s, et cetera, et cetera. So I honk my horn and she turns around and I point and I say, you just dropped $10. Is that empathy?
Oh, it's lazy. You could have walked out and got the $10 and picked it up for her. You just sat there and honked your horn.
So Dave, I go golfing the next day. I shoot the best round in 3 weeks.
Oh.
So
Karma.
with a K, Tom.
Oh,
That's,
it doesn't start with C.
so because you honked your horn, you played a good round of golf. That's
Well, I did
Payback.
it.
pay forward. That's the whole thing. Pay forward, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? You stand in a coffee line and paid for the person in front of
yeah.
you? Yeah. I've
Yeah.
done it.
So, all right. So, Mel, do you ever open the door for people, or you just like point to the door and show them that it's closed?
No, all the time. But I usually go to the one that is it automatically opens, so I don't have to worry about it.
That's thinking forward. That's I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of get away the situation and say, all right, this one automatically opens. So personal thing, I'm a good person. I really didn't do anything. So I like it, Larry. I like it.
Gret's kitchen's looking clean, I tell you. Girls are working hard. Where's your cat?
I don't know. Tom, what do I look like? I look like my daughter. Further away from me, the better.
The cat? Not your daughter.
No, not my daughter. No, the cat. I like the cats. They're okay. Whatever.
Oh,
So how far is that from the high school where you got? How far is that? That's got to be 3 miles, 5 miles.
at least.
Yeah, so you got to go all the way down. Where the gas station or the car wash is down.
Yeah, Splash.
Yeah, down there. Way
Yeah.
down,
I took my wife's car through there this morning.
probably 2.5 miles.
Yeah,
Dave, you took your wife's car to get it cleaned? That's nice.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very nice. Mel, would
Well,
you ever do that? You just give her some money to go get it clean.
Oh, no, I did. Tom, you're getting personal, but for Christmas, I had Steve Smith, my neighbor, who does all the signorama stuff. I had her little Volkswagen convertible. I had it all detailed and put some things on it, personal things. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I gotta go, guys. I'll see you next week.
All
You
right.
leaving?
Yeah,
See you,
gotta go.
Jake.
Yep.
Good job. Jake
Thanks.
L. with the
Yeah.
Blues Brothers. Check it out.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, here's a good question. Bet you guys will have this. All right. What's the funniest thing someone yelled from the stands that you can remember? Dave, what do you think?
I'm not sure that anything was very funny with their yell. Sometimes.
Yeah.
We had one really fun one.
Huh?
One really funny one I can remember. Skating around the warm-ups, and somebody hollers up from the stands, "Hey, have a sex change and become a man."
I remember though. I would remember the guys that yelled at me. I remember a guy in Providence used to sit right above. I was like 18, right? I never been yelled at with hockey. This guy used to sit there every day. Yeah, well, you suck. You suck. To this day, if I see that bastard, I'm going to kill him.
Mine was, I know I've told the story before. Mine, we were at the Garden and Herb was coaching. And there was a TV timeout. And he's just ripping into us because we were sucking. And so I'm on the ice, so I'm looking at her, but obviously you can see the people in the stands behind him. This attractive woman comes down. You know, she's got the dress on the whole bit, and she's staring at me. And I'm thinking, you know, like a 23-year-old, I'm thinking, well, yeah, she's going to give me her. So she gets down next to the glass. She starts leaning forward. I'm thinking she's going to give me her phone number. And I thought, I can't do that here. Herb's going to snap. She gets down the glass. She starts banging on the glass. She goes, Laidlaw, you suck. You're awful. You're terrible. Guys were dying on the bench because they saw the whole thing and they're thinking like me.
Wow.
You suck.
Yeah. Was that your first wife?
She had her whole family behind her too.
No, I don't remember the funny ones. I do remember there was another guy at the Garden that used to bust my balls every night. I haven't got over him either. So, yeah, he's a little older. Maybe he's gone now. So,
Hey, do you remember in Atlanta, the girl that sat behind the
net? Yeah,
net with the paint on?
yeah. I remember her.
No, just she was painted. Sitting behind
Behind the net.
You know, guys usually go out behind the net, out to the red line, back in. Guys were going inside the face-off circle.
Just we were making the full rink turn around the net. Warm up. 15 guys skating around the net.
Each other. Oh god.
Yeah, she's all painted up. She's pretty good looking too.
Oh my god. Yeah.
She was stunning.
We'll leave it at that. We won't tell the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Dave, I don't know if you remember this or not. When Herb was coaching and Nicky was on the team, remember, especially at the Garden, we'd pass the puck up to Nicky, and he would want to circle back into our zone to get speed going. The crowd would be going nuts and everything, and Herb would be going nuts because he wanted to go straight ahead. Right, so he'd be yelling all the time. And I think, in fact, he might have even said to us, "Don't pass it to Nicky anymore." So you and I got on the ice, and we were talking about it. I said, "So what do we do?" He says, "I'll pass to Nicky." And it was just hilarious because he wouldn't do it on the road as much, but at the Garden, right? Because Nicky's out there, the crowd's going nuts.
Right.
Herb would anticipate it, you know, so we had to do it. We had to pass to him, and he'd circle back, and Herb screaming on the bench. Oh man, that was funny because we knew we had to do it. Like it was like we didn't have to pass to Nicky, but we were going to.
Yeah, he would get going, right?
Yeah.
I think one time we opened up the Zamboni doors over there. The post office.
How about when Herb would want everybody to skate really hard to the bench, so Nick could be going 100 miles an hour, step on the brakes, and the snow's just everywhere. Right? For cover. Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah, I roomed with him for a while. I had to sleep with one eye open.
Oh yeah.
Right? You're like, oh my God, what's he doing now?
Yeah.
But he was a character. We tossed the pucks up there. I remember you get a notice like 5 home games in. Please don't throw the pucks. Nobody, I couldn't throw it up there. Nicky could get it up there. I guess.
Right.
So eventually, a guard would get dinged or something.
Oh,
Yeah, he was good.
good.
Yeah.
What's for dinner tonight?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're the only guest here. Yep.
I didn't hear you, Tom.
Right.
I didn't hear you. I think my TV. I'm gonna turn my TV off.
What's for dinner?
I haven't decided yet, Tom. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you,
we-
Dave still got the hummus going every day or what?
Yeah, that's an absolute go-to.
I know.
I'll be in a
Me
little
too.
bit of trouble tonight. I have to close. I got to work from 4 to 8 at the liquor store for the first
Oh.
time. One of the guys, the full-time, part-time guys, said to do something with his son. So I got right through that cocktail hour. It's gonna be tough,
I
the
know.
liquor store when it's really like 5:30. So
Yeah.
okay, I want to go have something, a beer or a glass of scotch or bourbon, whatever I feel like having. Right?
yeah.
The best spot to be cracking open some booze. You're in a liquor store. So
Sit in the back room.
yeah, back room is just take this one off the shelf, that one off the shelf. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't drink tonight because I'm going in tomorrow to get my hip checked.
oh, good.
Get a hip check, but get my hip checked.
Yeah, there you go.
You got hip checked.
Why can't you drink tonight then if you're
Well, because I don't want to go in there and like fall down when I get there. I'm okay.
Yeah. So where are you getting it checked out? In town?
Well, I'm going to my doctor, this guy Peter Haspis. He's up in New Canaan. Then we're gonna.
Still bothering you? Bothering you back?
Yeah, I need to get. I should have them both done, but I'm gonna get one done. See which one's the worst, and then work from there. And then I'm gonna get myself a hospital bed for a while, and rent one. Be fine.
Oh, that's good.
Be worse. Christ.
Yeah.
this was a nice touch. I don't think I heard. I must have missed that, but it was nice hearing Sam wish Gush's mom a happy Mother's Day. And
Yeah, that was really. My mother cried. She doesn't miss a game, right?
Yeah.
Really upset that the Rangers aren't in the playoffs, as she has been for a couple of years. But I mean, she watches. She doesn't miss. She never misses a game.
Yeah.
well,
She's
you guys ever eat liver and onions?
do I?
Yeah. I thought,
When we were kids, my mom, it was time. If I have not had liver since I was 10,
Right.
you can't convince me. I don't, Gresh, you eat it. Do you eat it, Gresh?
I love liver and onions. Yeah.
really?
I'm not sure about the spinach. You don't have to do too much.
Is there any food like my mother used to make me broccoli and asparagus, and I can't eat those now. Well, I learned got a little bit better. Man, I used to gag on those things.
Yeah, I used to gag on Brussels sprouts. Now I love them. Roast them up. Oh,
Yeah.
Same thing with broccoli. You roast the broccoli up and I can eat them now, but no, as a kid, forget it.
I know. Oof. You could do them in the air fryer. They're good in the air fryer too. Oof.
Really
Yeah. Or the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
They crisp up nice.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
Put oil on them.
I get an air fryer. Gotta get one of those.
Oh yeah, they're the best thing I've ever bought.
I tell you, I don't eat steak a lot, but over at Whole Foods they had some sirloin on sale. Oh, like in the cast iron pan.
Oh, yes.
in the
Yes.
oven.
Oh,
Oh man, it was delicious.
even put a little butter on it sometimes too, right? Oh, you have that buttery flavor. Oh,
I slapped butter on just before I put it in the oven.
yeah.
Oh, that was delicious.
Oh, look at Ira. He's just like, is it suck up the melt?
Oh my God, Ira, calm down. Sheesh. I have to take on Larry. Oh no, because he's a fact. Like Larry's not pissed at Ira. Ira and Larry have a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Okay.
You should get a room.
Because then I'll take on Larry's role and getting pissed at people.
You know what? Why don't we reverse the roles here a little bit? Like the fans used to yell at us that we sucked. So why don't we tell Ira he sucks?
Yeah,
Ira, you suck. You suck, Ira. Your dog sucks.
Fuck this, Ira.
Yeah, you suck. Get off the ice. Get off the screen, Ira.
Yeah.
Suck.
Yeah. You're not half as good as your brother Frank, Ira.
Yeah.
You're not half as good as Don. Why don't you go home? Yeah. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
And that was years before he even got there.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, but I always like too, and because we used to have to do interviews. You remember, Gresh? We had to do TV interviews up top. I remember for some reason, and you go by every section, and the people say you're the best. Good job, keep up the good work, and you'd be down to the next section. Now they're yelling at you, suck. You're half as good as your brother. Get out of here. Oh man, the Blue Cedars, they were great. So,
Dave, will it be kind of busy today in the liquor store at night or what?
well, it is more of most of the business happens late afternoon into the evening. So, more so now because during COVID, it was honestly, I was busy all day long. People coming in because they wouldn't get out of the house during the pandemic. So, so I got to go and help them out tomorrow morning too. The same thing.
You wear a mask, Dave?
I do when people come in. I do. I've been I've been vaccinated, but some people come in, they're pretty paranoid about. So I put it on. I don't have a problem putting the mask on.
You've had both shots now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
done. So, but I get it. Some people are paranoid about it, so I respect that.
Yeah.
Well, then now they're gonna have the kids. Kids are gonna get vaccinated, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. Like, 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's the story, and it's good to hear Larry has some things to go to today. I guess we'll find out next week what that was all about. We'll probably grill him next week, right, Tom?
Yeah, well, we'll hear about it. Yeah,
His wife
we had like an ingrown toenail or something like that.
his wife wanted to do some cleaning outside. To be out there at 3:30, like 2:30, 10 minutes later. So
2:30. And so it's kind of weird this year, right? So they're starting the playoffs, and they still up in Canada. They still have to finish those final games.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be done. I think who Washington's playing. They're opening on Saturday, right? Washington, Boston.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I can remember.
Saturday this weekend. Yeah.
Right. Yep, Saturday. It is Saturday. Yep.
I'll tell you. Geez, I watched Edmonton the other night. Connor McDavid he plays at another level. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He plays at another level. Sheesh.
yeah, it's pretty scary. Like he goes from A to B pretty fast.
All right. So who are we picking then? Who are we picking to come out of the West Division? It's that Vegas, Colorado, Minnesota, St. Louis. We got.
What?
Who's going to win that division?
Oh,
Vegas.
I'll say Colorado.
Man, that's a tough one. I'll go Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the Central Division, you get Carolina, Florida, Tampa, or Nashville.
Florida.
Tampa's not playing very well right now.
Florida's coming out of that.
Florida?
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. I think Tampa will still find a way.
Yeah. They're still
Tampa. Carolina's going to be good. They just haven't gone far enough yet.
right.
They're good though. Carolina's good. Well coached.
Yeah.
They're good.
All right. The Canadian Division, you got Toronto, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Montreal. Who's coming out of there?
I'll go with Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's just they added those few gritty guys, and
Mm-hmm.
you watch McDavid, and then you watch Matthews, and you go, oh my God, like these are both back-to-back first-round picks, right?
Right.
I mean,
Generational players, right?
both.
Yeah.
Matthews tied the game up with a shot that I don't think anybody knew was in the net but him.
Right. He can shoot it.
Oh,
That's for sure.
And then in the East, you got Pittsburgh, Washington, Boston, or the Islanders. What a surprise, right? Pittsburgh winning that division.
oh well, yeah. Right. I mean, I think Pittsburgh could come out of that division.
I think if the Islanders get by their first round, they could come out.
They're the Islanders, Dave, yeah?
Yeah. Only because the longer it goes, there's no ice for anybody, and that's a game they love to play. I don't know about Washington's discipline.
Right.
And I know they've won, but Pittsburgh too. I mean, with Hall, I think that'll be the best.
I was against the Boston making that trade for Hall. I did not think that was a good trade, but that's turned out pretty well for Boston, right? He's playing well now.
Well, he fits like a lot of the guys, like Kessel in Pittsburgh. Rick Nash. All those guys were tremendous. Like go back to Marian Hossa, guys who were like to be lead guys in different franchises, never really worked, and then they got to a place where they were not quite had to be the shining light every night.
Mm-hmm.
They were just tremendous players. They were all world class players. I mean, Rick Nash was a hell of a player on Team Canada.
Yeah,
but he never had the supporting cast to, then when he had to be the guy. So to me, that's at Hall. I thought that was the perfect spot for him.
Yeah. See, I thought, geez, he's a dog. He just wasn't doing anything, but no, it worked out well.
I think that's why I like Pittsburgh because Carter.
Yeah, Dick and Carter. I'll tell you, got to give Mike Sullivan credit. They were banged up early, and and you can't honestly. To me, Crosby's still the best leader in the league.
Yeah. Yes.
And Bergeron. Crosby and Bergeron. They set the table. Maybe it's easy to say that because we see them more than McKinnon, and because that guy's a freaking horse too, right?
Oh, yeah. I understand that. I like him as a player. He's the guy I would pick. I know there's no other great players, but
Who's that?
McKinnon, yeah. I just like his game. It's a heavier game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Susan, one of our fans, asked this a couple of times about the Eichel situation. I was a disconnect. So I guess he's got a neck injury,
right?
And his doctors advised him to get surgery, right? But the team doctors said no, they want him to do therapy. But I did read today that there's a meeting of the minds. At least Adams, the general manager, came out and said that they've all agreed now that they'll do the therapy. So,
yeah, I think they because Adams met with the media yesterday, and they were and there's the surgery that's being recommended. It's never been performed on a hockey player.
Oh,
apparently it has to do with almost putting in. I'm probably paraphrasing this, but almost putting in like a new disc. Implanting. Disc, I believe. That's never. I think there's a football player that's done it.
Well, didn't what's his name? Peyton Manning. Didn't he have neck surgery too?
He had neck surgery too, but it wasn't this. That's not. I would remember that name when I read the article about the surgery. My understanding is it's a radical type of surgery that is making progress, but it wasn't yet, proven to be.
Right.
I guess. So
why would Eichel be pushing to do that? I guess his doctors are saying it, but so there's a whole process there too. If the player and the team disagrees on any kind of treatment, they can go to a third party now as well.
Yeah. Well, that came out of the last collective bargaining. No, the one in 2012, I think they really restructured a lot of outside things, medical issues, because Dubinsky had the issue with his wrist. And he had to kind of put Columbus's back to the wall a little bit so he could go outside. So get outside help or counseling or whatever. Long gone are the days when you just were told what to do and you did it, right?
Yeah. Tape an aspirin to it. Yeah.
I remember my first year pro, I got cut. And remember Rocky Batley? Do you remember him as a trainer, Gresh?
Yeah.
He smoked like 4 packs of Marlboro Reds a day. And he was the trainer. And at one point in the Old American League, the trainer was the backup goalie. And I got cut, and he was going to stitch me up. And he had nicotine from, here up to his elbow. And I said, I don't think so. Is there a doctor that could do this? And they did. They got the doctor.
Veterinarian around?
Huh?
There a veterinarian around?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was the thing in the old days. Yeah. So that's.
Where I went to college up in northern Michigan, it's just a small little mining town, right, in Marquette, Michigan. So the doctor, he'd be drinking the whole time during the game. So if you got cut later on in the game, you come in and get stitches in your face or something. He's hammered. You smell the booze coming off, and you're just hoping you're going to have an eyeball left when you're done.
I remember some of those guys. They go to your eye like this.
Yeah, totally. And the closer he gets, the more you're getting drunk just from his breath, right? I mean, he smells bad.
Yeah. Nothing else to do, so I might as well have a drink before I stitch it up. Sheesh.
The guy goes, I didn't have a drink before 12 today.
I had a small cut in my face one time, and he says, well, I'm going to freeze it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's another needle that's going to be going close to my face. So I said, no, you don't need to freeze it. Just throw it out.
I don't think I ever got, I'm trying to remember, I got cut in, I don't think I ever got cut in junior. Must have been somewhere along the line, but no, yeah, that's the thing now. The guys can advocate for their health, and I guess in the long run, it's that's the thing. Even thinking about these exit meetings they have, where now they're kind of asked about everything, right? Asked about relationship with the coach and relationship with this and that, and you're like, gosh, when did that change?
I know. I saw Steve Valiquette talking about before the game, saying how important those meetings were, and they were encouraged to tell the truth about everything. And nobody ever asked us our opinion of what was going on, right? I didn't think that.
No. Well, then, when Freddie was, when I was captain for Freddie, I mean, I only talked to him maybe 5 times. Like,
Oh, is that right?
maybe.
Yeah, three of the times you're at your wedding.
Yeah. We had a kind
First
of,
time he talked to me,
yeah.
he goes, "Oh, you own a tux?"
Did he really say that?
That's what he said. "Oh, you own a tux?"
Yeah. No. So I know the community, but even Herb. I mean, yeah, he was a little more progressive, but he really didn't. He didn't ask you. He just tell you. He talked to you, but it wasn't a conversation. It was just.
Yeah, it
Until I had my film session with him, and I ended up in Buffalo, so it was good.
was a memo what you're doing.
Memo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no. Like,
All right, so Dave, you're done. Like, do you still do any other TV stuff during the off season?
No, I'll finish now. Just at least this year we got into May, so hopefully if they get it started up in October, it won't be quite as long summer as there was the 2 years we didn't make the playoffs. We were done April 9th. It makes for a long summer.
No kidding, yeah.
So no, nothing up. They got my good partner Kenny Albert got signed up by Turner to do the lead. He's going to be the lead hockey guy in their national telecast.
Nice, excellent.
He and Eddie Olchuk. So he's good. Kenny's good. Good for him.
He's a great person too, right? He's like
really good guy. Really, yeah.
I like listening to him.
He's and the thing is, it was said, you watch him do. He does baseball, he does football, he does basketball, and you like to. And all his analysts are good. Like they sound good because he kind of fits you in. Like he really sets you up well. Yeah. So he's a real pleasure to work with. So
it's amazing you can do all those sports and know them all so well too, right? Be so prepared and everything. Right?
Well, he's like Rain Man. He there are times where he'll bring something up, and I've said to him, like, do you ever read a book or anything like that, or like with some and everything? I watched him do his football. And he's just prepared in his football charts, and he's
got a pretty good sense of humor too, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's really a good man.
Is he doing the Ranger radio this year coming up?
Well, I don't know what his schedule will look like. Between Nick's and we all have our meetings individually with the.
We need to have a whole segment on Ira here, trying to help him now.
Yeah.
The Ira Matthews segment.
Brought to
the CEO of the nonprofit. They don't make him. He doesn't know what he's doing. You suck, Ira.
The hits just keep on coming. It's good.
Keep on coming.
That's right. So I guess till next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you next Thursday, everybody.
All right. Thanks. Later.
You suck, Ira.